Heyo, this is Eucep again. Today I'm going to do a review of Nerfed Megatron, who has been remade into a Nerf gun. Yes, a Nerf gun, because this is in fact the Maverick from Nerf. Okay, it has a scope added, but for all terms and purposes this thing is the Maverick. Alright, it's not yellow. Actually, I'd like to see a repaint of this guy into yellow and perhaps a new name, but more like this is the Nerf gun transforming. Yeah, what can I say about this? Besides it looking obviously like a toy. It is a toy, it looks like a toy. It got the orange tips to denounce it being a toy. And yeah, it has some severe gapping and transparent parts through which you can see other robot parts if you really want to. Yeah, I don't mind. I like this one. The fact is, I'd really like to get a second one of this, just so I can dual wield these, because as a gun toy, this one is awesome. It's slightly bit too small for my hands, but it works. And as you can hear, it's got a clicky. Yeah, the trigger has a clicky thingy. That's about as interactive as this thing gets. You can look through the scope, but it doesn't magnify or anything. And the crosshair in front you can't actually see, even when looking through it, so yeah. But yeah. If there was one thing they could have improved upon, this guy should have had a LED light in it, so you could actually tag someone or something like that. That would have been nice. There already is a repaint of this guy, of course for the hanky version, which is actually in a more G1 accurate paint scheme with white and silver, which looks fairly awesome. I'm very tempted to get it if I can get it cheap, because being a Voyager, he's fairly expensive among the hankies. Yeah, what's more to say? Not much. Let's get him transformed. To transform him, you start first off by releasing the shell, because frankly put, this guy is a folded up transformer within a big shell. So yeah, all of that side is his shell. The rest of him is this folded up mangled mess which you see inside. Straighten out this, straighten out that, straighten out this, straighten out that there, and move this whole section to his back. Right. There is an issue with getting everything cleared, but well. Now, one thing which is often forgotten, on the inside there are these pegs which hold the halves together when he's in gun mode. They can actually flip in. Doesn't really improve the looks that much, but it's a small thing. Right, so let's get back to this jangled mess. It's pretty much a question of rotating everything into place, like the legs. They're the most obvious part. You pull out the toes, you pull out the heel spurs, giving him fairly large feet, which makes him stand fairly well despite having some serious back kibble issues. So yeah, you had this part, which you turn around and fold in onto the waist. Take this part, fold it all the way down, rotate, and inside you find a hand which you can pull out. Just one part done. This side is rotated. Yeah, it's all heavy ratcheting, which is nice. plug it in. Fold out the other hand on this side. And we attach the cannon to the arm properly. Attach with this plug the backpack, which locks in properly. And finally the head reveal. Yeah. No, it's not the hardest transformation. There is at least not much to be said. It's actually more the transforming back into a gun, which really is like, oh, where did this part go? Because there's no real clue which part goes where initially. And it also doesn't completely lock in together and everything. It gets some you need to get used to it. But once he is transformed, he looks pretty cool. You can leave his backpack like this. Doesn't really work too well. It makes him incredibly back heavy. But sometimes when storing him, this can be folded between the rest of the Megatrons behind there, and yeah, it fits then. But usually you're gonna end up displaying him with his wings out like this, or for some you have to unhook this. Some prefer to have him more like this, giving him an even bigger issue in terms of looks, and then it really becomes apparent. They did mold in actually some detail on the inside, so it's not too bad, but it's fully up to how you like it. I prefer it the other way, so I'm going to put it back. I'm out of the way for the moment. His articulation, well, as you can hear, is ratcheted all around. Pretty much everything is ratcheted. You can pose his cannon, which is ludicrously large on this toy, which I don't mind because, well, everything on this toy is ludicrous, so yeah. Ratcheted everywhere. Pretty much the only thing which it actually lacks is wrist rotation, in my opinion. His head is on a ball joint and can look up, down, everything you really need. It's got some nice light piping as well. Let's see if I can get it. Oh yeah, glow, 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 in that sickly green way. Legs too, ratcheted. Not as strongly as the arms. So yeah, he is one of those many we can do. Just for you, Tommy. Nah. Can I recommend this toy? Absolutely. Despite it being an obvious toy in his old mode, he is a very nice toy at that. He looks good, poses well. He has some issues with the backpack. There are actually some who actually just remove the backpack entirely. Unfortunately, that involves removing pins and stuff. I'm not going to do that, but anyway, this was Eucep. See you all next time.